be back. It's cold.
Click. Good night, son.
That's happened to me.
Click. You're a pin drop. Tickling, tickling.
What's that?
Jibber.
Is it?
Drifting westward. What's that film? Keepers Creepers.
It's like a kind of half-back creature, kind of, you don't really get a good look at him, don't you know? He's dumping bodies in a shaft.
It's a thing if I windy at night, I was windy at seagull. No, it's not.
It's just a moth. That's
Mothman.
somewhat.
Oh no, Mothman.
Wonder what that was that I was seeing there.
Oh.
I watched the documentary on that. What do you think it was?
No, it's not. No, not that speculate. In case it comes to my house.
So you always see that, see the documentaries about like creatures and monsters and all that. They're always in American and all that. So
Well, there's a lot of them that happened in Britain.
but you always get the American going, yeah, the legend around here goes, you don't say this word.
But you see, the thing is, you've got to look at it like this. The what do you call it? There's always a spark of truth somewhere in a legend.
Mm.
Especially if it's, you know, like if I just walked in one night 150 years ago and I said I seen a furry man up there with pink eyes. Right. But it's when 4 or 5 people have seen it.
Mm.
Then the legend takes off. Right? And the thing about some of these ones that you're hearing about, because Helen went, that's just made up stories. But some of them were 60 and 100 miles apart.
Mm.
Complete strangers.
Yeah.
And they saw the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like that family of the Muirs that we were talking about in the other night, they seen the half man, half goat in Cumbernauld. They were only Waynes, and they still talk about that in Canada. They were doing the Red Fox Valley and there's kids and they came running up the road greeting that they seen this man, half a man and half a goat. And then the funny, they saw that, and then if you go to the records in Cumbernauld, there was a thing that a woman reported seeing it no far from where they saw it. She was walking across the bridge one day with her kids, and it's in the Cumbernauld News Archives. And then when we lived in Castle Cary, we used to walk up to the old castle, and the men in the pub used to say us, watch the beast of the woods doesn't get you.
Mm.
So, you know, this has been a thing that's been going on. I used to talk to Wally Reid about it, he said it was a well-known thing.
But then how come they never caught it? Or how come they've not found bones?
I know.
Do you know what I
But
mean?
how come they've never caught this and that, you know? Well, there must have been something.
Oh, I don't know what it was.
My cousins are still talking about it in Canada, and they could have said, we didn't make a story off, that was made up, we were only kidding on, you know. They're all adults now and they still talk about it.
What's really scary, I watch some of the documentaries, but it's like the things of the deep. You don't know what's breathing in there.
No.
I mean, do you know that thing that they said that they've actually caught like mermaids?
Well, I wouldn't know what they were,
Do you know what I mean?
but
When they say mermaids, but it's not like what you think, half human, you know, the way it's pictured in Hollywood, it's like sort of kind of half.
well, what does
thing.
the verse say? The sons of God looked on the daughters of men, and they took them for their wives. And it says, and then there were giants in the land. It meant there were people born that were different. And some had, as you read the Old Testament, it says this man had 12 fingers and so many toes, and he was 9 feet tall, and Goliath and that, right? And then it's in that verse I'll be back before, it's back in the book of Genesis. It says the sons of God looked on the daughters of men and took them for their wives. And then it says in the thing there, what was the name of the called them again? The Nephilim were in the land. And the Nephilim, what were the Nephilim? They were the giants. And then it says that these are the men of renown. And then if you read, like, say, the Greek classics that had nothing to do with the Bible, the stories of Hercules and all these big men that were, who were they? Or what did the Greeks see? You know, because all these tales were all wrote way back at the same times, passed down generations.
Was there no found bones though?
Should
Skulls the size of...
Sure it should, but it's never been brought to.
But just
Unless
seems,
it's covered up,
it
because
just seems all these kind of these creatures, right? Mythological creatures, always seem to be there, right? But there's never any trace of them. There's never any...
that was with your mum.
Do you know what I mean?
We used to go along to a place, it's a pub, and I was just dating your mum at the time. It was me, your mum, Gordon and Christine, and we were in a pub at the Mollinsburn. And this guy, we were sitting talking away, and this guy sat next to us. Anyway, we get involved in the same conversation. And he's like, I've just had a nervous breakdown, and I'm saying, oh, aye. He's like, he says, I went into the Mitchell Library. He says, and I went into the occult room. He says, and they search you before you go in, you've no to take photos or anything, there's all the books in the occult. He said, I smuggled this spell out. He says, and when I get back to my house up in Kiltrum, I conjured this thing up, and it stood in my living room, and it wouldn't go away. You know, and what you allow and what you bring me in is when you start getting tormented. You know, there's a true saying, there was an old saying, it's nothing to do with the Bible. But it was an old Indian in America, and he said to his grandson, you know, grandson, there's two monsters, there's two beasts inside me. One is good and one is bad. And the wee boy says to him, Grandpa, what one will win? He says, the one I feed. So it's the one that he keeps thinking about. If you keep thinking and doing things and bringing things in and do, whatever you feed will become the strongest.
So it'll be the bad one, obviously, if you're feeding bad thoughts.
It's whatever you...
But what I'm saying is, like, there's the half man, half horse, or whatever it is, right? How come there's not a skeleton found him? How come they all of a sudden just disappear off the earth? That's what I kind of want to know.
Have to disappear. And what are they? And, you know, the world's a big place.
Oh, it's big.
There's places in the earth.
But CUMBERNAULD's not that big a place where people go,
I know.
a couple of guys chop the forest down to build something.
It's funny.
And the thing's not just scattered away across the road, do you know what I mean?
There's a historical map in Cumbernauld, right? It tells you Cumbernauld over the past, 800 years, you know. It's got it all marked out, what happened in certain areas. And the area the beast came from was reputed for witchcraft.
So it could have been something somebody conjured up.
Aye, it's just never left.
But maybe some people can't see it.
Maybe some folk can't see it, maybe some folks' eyes are open. Maybe they don't realise. It says people have entertained angels unaware. You know, so that's how basically you do everybody, you treat people, because you don't know who you're dealing with. And the Bible says that. People. Right, brekkie time, let's go. Hunger is driving.
Hi. Not more in person at all.
I know.
Oh, I've got your computer for you.
I've got it in the car.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. It was very useful.
I've got it in the car.
Did you get the wire?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Moved the car, I've been a walk.
I thought you'd moved the car.
Yes, I was away along that street last night.
That's right. Everyone's gone to work.
Yes.
How's your attic room?
Oh, I just told the ghost to cuddle in.
How's your attic room?
Did you get any ghosties tonight?
Oh, I told him he can sleep and spare dead.
There's a man in the place called Mr. Spook. I heard you've done a good job in the second one.
You know,
Third one, eh?
Aye.
I just need the fourth one done.
join us.
One of us is going to have to sit anyway.
Is it room 6?
Room 6 and room 3 and singles it's 5.
I'm in under room 6.
Are you okay if you sit like 4 and 1 or,
I'll just.
or 4 and 2?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want cornflakes or anything?
And the breads were brought out the oven. Danish place, wasn't it called?
And you're still with private, aren't you?
And nobody folk even model dishes.
Oh, and she just dinner, had breakfast.
Smile. Is that right, is that right?
What's
Actually, it's just as
But they'll put us to
there's a lot of other bits.
They'll put us to
Actually, there's a lot of other bits you've got, especially
yeah, nicely. You just grab that nicely. And that fish and chip is beautiful.
I was sitting on the rocks, enjoyed that day.
What are we doing?
Moon.
What do you want to do now? Tell me now. We can go back down that hill and go up the coast road. Or as I say, you can go that way.
I go that way and find a spot. So you get an inland
Up
spot.
the coast road.
I get an inland spot, so Paul can
Ah, if you're tired, Kirsty. Come on then, let's go.
You're free, Kirsty.
What it is.
Say something like that, Paul. Could you catch this without catching the motorway? Look.
Yep.
Right up through that. No, over there, right up through the thing is Paul.
Yeah.
Round the back, there's quite a lot of lowlands, a lot of prehistoric big standing stones and just get the mountains with a So I thought if you just played Judas and I'm staring at the mist, the mountains. Very often. Will the mist come out in your photos?
Oh, aye. Comes out real sharp.
Does it?
Sharp, sharp, sharp.
Yeah, been in Armstrong. The way they now, we're snookered. We're going to get
Oh,
caught.
you're running into that traffic there.
Aye.
See all the lambs though?
Yeah.
Catch a bit,
Up
see?
there, is that a wee
See
bit?
how
See
see
the
the poles, David? A bit of the house, I've not got any poles here.
Well, I'm enjoying my time here. There's the ferry coming over.
Same.
Swung round and you could have took a full panoramic view. Where are you going to? Where are you off to now? You go.